here in Group C.
Up here in the top right in the red, the Terran player.
GSL Green Wings Maru.
The Marine Prince.
This guy does not let Protosses breathe. It's actually scary to watch.
It's actually terrifying. Down to the bottom left in pink.
CJM2's Hush.
Saying real men wear pink in the lobby.
That's actually what he said.
Either that or he's like a real Stefano fan or something. Marine King also known for picking pink a lot. Who else? There's a few players that picked pink all the time. Maka Prime really liked to pick pink. There's a lot of pinkers out there.
What would you pick if you were a pro gamer?
Yellow. I like yellow.
Yellow?
Yeah. I don't know why, but yellow is like, it feels like it stands out to me when I play it.
It stands out, and I don't recall a lot of people who love to pick that color as well.
If I'm playing Protoss, I like green, but if I'm playing Terran, I like yellow.
I like blue, just in general.
Well, that sign just got like 2 GSL coins. Just want to point that out.
Just a reminder for you guys.
And something else, if you get 100 GSL coins, just like in Super Mario World, you get an extra life.
Is that true?
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm not sure.
Is that confirmed yet?
It's either that or you get a star. I haven't. No one's gotten 100 coins yet, but it's either you get a star or you get an extra life.
It's like a secret, you know? No one knows yet. You just got to do it
first. Be the first person to get 100 coins. I'll give you a star.
You like get that little sticker pad that you got in kindergarten. You like take off a little star and you put it on someone's chest.
I don't mean that, man. I mean like a star from the Mushroom Kingdom. I mean like a star that could either unlock doors that Bowser has sealed in a castle, or perhaps grant you temporary invulnerability. Now, I'm not sure how long the star will last, so be careful with that invulnerability.
Don't give people bad ideas. You know, they're driving their cars. They're like, oh, I got my star here. I'm going to turn that on. And they start, like, running into everybody. That's not a good idea.
Thing is, like, you got to be careful because those stars could sometimes be dangerous. Oftentimes, if you have one of those and you come into contact with somebody, they die, and a little 100 mark will appear. Now, some people might use this for evil, right? You run into 10 people or 8 people or so, and suddenly you get a 1-up, and you have an extra life.
No.
But you've killed 10 people.
It's a trade.
That's terrible.
It's an evil trade. Don't do it, guys.
So, we have the same build here for Maru into double barracks. Let's see if he goes into a third barracks, like he did last game.
Well, the rush distances are shorter, and it did work for him in the last game on Deadwing cross position, so... I mean, we've said time and time again, like, don't change what isn't, or don't change what is working. And sometimes they do like to change it up anyway, but this is Maru we're talking about. He usually loves to just put down 2 racks all the time versus Zerg, regardless of map, so there it is.
Yeah, there's the third barracks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I like this choice. Maru seems very comfortable against pressure. We have a fast robo again here. I'm not changing up his style yet, unless he adds an Immortal. We'll have to wait and see. Or perhaps even something crazier like War Prism.
Then we're going to have to sit him down outside and tell him that you actually can't do that against Maru.
Well, Maru is actually known for, at least for me, like, as soon as I say Maru is known for, I'm like, well, this is what I think about him. Maru has died to a lot of DT drops. He's died to Blink Stock Roll. It's like he dies to all-ins more than he dies to macro games. Like, most games he loses in this matchup was because, like, he didn't scout DTs or something, and, like, War Prism came in and he just dies. A lot of Blink Stalker all-ins come to mind as well, so I actually think, like, going against Maru, if I'm down a game and I'm pushing, I'm like, well, I hope I can get that PvP. I'm not really sure what's going to happen otherwise. I might do, like, DT drop.
It's funny, you know, that you say that because so many players, when they go against a really good player, they get really nervous and they just want to play standard. They're like, oh, just let me play my game. I'm not going to do anything crazy. I don't want to mess up my micro with my Warp Prism and just lose the game outright.
Yeah, it's so technical sometimes when you do these things that, like, one small mistake can actually lose you the game. Whereas, like, you play a macro game and you get nervous 1 second, you, like, almost lose a stalker. Like we saw him do last game. It's, like, not actually that big of a deal. It's not that important comparatively.
Yeah.
But if you, like, accidentally lose your War Prism or, like, one of your DTs because you, like, walk too close to a turret, then...
Or, like, it gets scouted or something. You know, he proxies it and Maru just scouts it.
Yeah. We did see him add that pylon last game in a peculiar location and didn't end up using it. Maybe some indecision about what he wanted to do there. That is a dangerous pylon if I ever saw one. powering-wise.
Yeah.
It's located around a lot of structures. If it died, it would unpower everything. Okay, he sees the push out. This is with one Marauder. Just like last game, the exact same push.
Yeah.
This time he doesn't have his Stalkers to poke it either, so it's going to come even harder.
I don't know. He scouts it, but is that going to save him? That's the question. I mean, he comes in here, he sees it's 3 racks. He knows exactly what's coming at him right now. He's got 2 observers.
He has like 3 Stalkers and a Mothership Core, 2 Sentries.
It's the same exact thing as last time. The same amount of units that he had last time. He's getting this Colossus out, but it's only halfway done.
I think he might as well already start like evacuating.
Oh man, the concussive shell.
Oh, he gets the combo. He's going to get it.
Oh,
Nice.
that's so bad.
Great pylon placement here, by the way. This is so sick. Oh, it's not quite good enough, but of course it will still block. Nice targeting. Targets a Mothership Core on that Marauder there at the first part. And Maru actually doesn't get a whole lot done this time.
Yeah. This is actually really well played by Hush. It's all about those pylons. It's about how he fought that. Those 2 force fields at the end there as well. It's really, really nicely done. He knew that Maru couldn't squeeze through there. Look at this. 3 extra gates.
Yeah, I think we're going to see that Colossus pressure. Nice scan here. I feel like Maru, if he hadn't gotten that Stalker, I would say Hush got the better trade there. But with that sniper on the Stalker, I feel like that ended up trading about evenly. But oh no, if he loses all these units, I have to take it back. He's losing a lot here.
Yeah. He tries to split them up, but he is probably still going to lose most of them, if not all of them.
I think he needs to put a forward pile on that. He already's got one on the left side at the 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, this is looking scary. He's only got 1 bunker. And he's powering up barracks right now. He will have stim, but this is a really scary timing attack coming across.
Ooh. Nice missile turret placement there. Katz is an observer.
Yeah.
But is it going to matter? I mean, he's got a huge push on the way here, and he doesn't yet know about it.
Chase those Marines to the end of the earth. Okay. Range is done. 2 Colossus, range, push. 4 pylons finishing right now. He's going to have a ton of warp end potential. 3 Stalkers already on the way. And here we go. 2 more bunkers on the way. He's getting his first Vikings right now. Can those bunkers finish? That's so critical. It's going to buy him a lot of time. I think they will just barely finish. 1's done. Good force fields here. And this army is taking some nasty, nasty hits. Those Marauders need to fight. There they go.
Those Marauders in the back as well. A lot of this Terran army is not fighting just yet, but there is a ton of it. And it's following after a lot of those Stalkers. There's no Zealots in the front to tank. A pretty nice time warp is pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good, man. And I think Maru is going to be dead here. He's still got a few Vikings. He does have those bunkers to rely on. Hush has done enough damage to where he doesn't really need to continue to do this, but he might get a kill off of it. So that's why he's sticking around. He's got so many warp ends. He's not chronoing those gateways. He actually had so much money he could have been spending there. Decides to spend it on a Twilight Council and rebuilding his Mothership Core. And he's just going to walk home. That was almost game ending there, but he just wasn't quite ready to commit there.
Yeah. I mean, there were still 2 bunkers up, and the Vikings were popping out. He did have 3 Colossi, though, with range, so he could have maybe poked a little bit more. But maybe feeling the pressure. Doesn't want to be too aggressive here. But, again, arguably, you know, if Maru gets back in this game, if he gives Maru any time to breathe, and Maru starts dropping the base, starts killing your pylons and stuff, could come back to bite you.
Well, this is why he has to go all the way home. That pylon is so important. It buys him a little bit more time. It lets him go, oh my god, I gotta do all the way home. He's like not scared at all. He's actually starting to drop me now. And Maru hasn't seen this 3rd base, but he's got the sense that it's there and is moving across in that direction. He's actually going to get this pylon on his way out of running away from that army. He's linking up with the rest of these units, and he's got a few Widow Mines. Just 2 here. How about with this push? Worker count still slightly up for Hush. With that chrono energy he can use to make those probes. But this is a good situation economically for Maru. Unless he can't get anything done over here. If he actually can't do damage at this 3rd base, he's going to be in trouble because he doesn't have a 3rd of his own. Nice snipe on that Widow Mine. That was very important.
Okay. Another Nexus Cannon comes up here. Some of these units fighting against the Nexus. He's really putting on the pressure. He's forcing Hush into this battle. Some Warpins come up here right in front of this army. I'm not sure how good that was. The force fields do keep this army back.
You know, I like those Warpins because it allows him to tank for that Mothership Cannon. It allows him to tank for those Colossi shots at the back. And, I mean, it's expensive, but he's about to have a 3-base economy should he hold this Nexus, which so far it looks like he will do. Maru is in a position where he's like, I don't know, man. He needs to take a 3rd base. I think he's floating a CC over there right now. He's floating something. Actually, I don't even think that's a CC. I don't know what, that might be his factory. So he doesn't have a third command center as far as I could tell. And if he doesn't, he needs to like do an SCV pull or something because this is not going to last forever. Yeah, he's going to add a second starport here and I think do the SCV pull a bit delayed before Storm.
It's looking like it. Widowmine tries to come down, and with that, Observer is going to snipe another one. And Hush is the one who's not looking scared at all now. He's like pushing out. He's really doing this. But look at this. Maru's going to attack from 2 locations once again.
Yep. Let's see if Hush can defend this time. A lot of Stalkers going down here. Does pick up and run away. Maru does not attack the third base, actually, meanwhile. But now he's going for it. Well, the units are a little bit out of position. And it's actually already out of shields. He's going to get this, I think.
Yeah,
he gets it.
He does get it, but a big blink forward, and he is losing units.
That's what he needed to do. He needed that. But still, I mean, is the loss of units going to be too much? It might be. Big drop in the main here. Does have units to defend. Gets only a pylon, which supply blocks Hush. Small victory in that sense. Still no third base for Maru.
Yeah, he's just backing off. He needs to go home and defend against this. There are 6 Colossi on the map and a huge force of Blink Stalkers and Zealots in the front as well.
4 pylons being made. He wants to do a big counterattack here. Yeah, and he was already supply blocked from that drop earlier. Mostly Zealots warping in right now. Don't believe he has charge, actually, so the Zealots are going to be slow, but they're going to do a lot of tanking for the 6 Colossus army versus only 8 Vikings. Now with the 12 Stalkers on the ground, you can actually do pretty well against those Vikings and targets. There's that blink. Upgrade's obviously better for Maru here. He's at 1-1. If he holds this, this game could get really crazy. I just don't know if he can. This is a very strong Colossus army.
We do see Hush throwing down at third base now. Looks like he's kind of faltering here in the middle. He's trying to get more warp-ins in. I wonder if he's actually gonna go for this attack or just back off. It looks like he's moving towards the attack.
He just warped in 5 sentries. That's a lot of gas, but he's got plenty of gas to spare right now. He's gonna have some force fields to drop down. Double Guardian Shield goes up here just in case one of his sentries gets focused down. And force field those units back. Really good control here. Vikings looking a bit useless here, a bit awkward, not getting anything done, but still a lot of Terran armies trying to break through. The Vikings are targeting down these Colossi. They're pretty much two-shotting them here. And is this enough? It may actually be. This may be enough Terran here.
It's looking like it, man. It's so close, but the Zealots go down, and enough Marauders on the ground are going to snipe down most of these Colossi. 3 pop down just like that. The Zealots are too late.
But Maru needs to make something happen right now because down to 23 Harvesters, and he has that upgrade lead. He is at 1-1. There are no upgrades for Hush yet. I think he just finished his forges. We need to see that production tab to know for sure. He's about to have +2. Yeah, forges are done, I think, but no upgrades started. He may have even canceled those because he needs all the money he can get to warping units at home right now to defend. Oh, going for mostly sentries here again. His resource distribution is so awkward. He has too much gas. He can't spend all of it. Vikings are like, what? You have no Colossi? That's great.
Yeah, Colossus 1 is coming out right now, but it's really late. There are too many Marauders here at this third base. They do go for that Nexus first, but now they start kiting against those Zealots.
Yeah, really good position here on the outside of those force fields. And he's just trying to eliminate this base if he can get it. That'll allow him to transition out of this pretty easily. Lands the Vikings now, and this actually is too much for us, I think. Even with the Vikings on the ground, this is not looking good. Oh, those medevacs need to get back as well. Maru getting, I think, a bit greedy to fight the Nexus. I almost felt like he was, if he took the fight against the army and just kept going on with that momentum he had with those upgrades, might have overwhelmed. But he decided to get the Nexus, and now, yeah, he's killed the Nexus, but he's on 2 base against 2 base with the army that doesn't have any answer for Colossi right now.
Yeah, I feel like if Maru had a third base coming or up at that moment and he tried to snipe down that third base and he was able to hold a counterattack because of the distance, I feel like it would have been a good idea, but going for that when your army was looking a lot better than the Protoss at that moment, but you're basically giving him more time with doing this because you lose a lot of your own units, and the Protoss is starting to get a lot of Colossi in this moment in time, so I don't know. He's going to start moving towards third base once again.
Yeah. I mean, let's look at the numbers here. 5 Vikings now to 2 Colossi. Make that 4. And, I mean, the upgrades are still way in Maru's favor. This is not over yet. This is such a tense game, actually, because, I mean, he really just has to keep making this work over here. Bit of a panic there by Hush when he saw the factory. Okay, SCVs are pulled. This is like the moment.
He's only got 23 SCVs total, so that's about half of them coming across. It looks like he's actually pulling everything now.
Yeah, he's pretty much mined out. His main base is mined out. His natural's getting close. Factory's still floating over here for some vision. Okay, SCV's to tank. The Marauders need to do all the damage here. And even with the Nexus cannon, I just don't know if he can break through. He's got the upgrade advantage, and he's going to try. But there's just so many Zealots here at the front. The force fields are decent as well. And this Colossus army is just making it so tough for Maru right now. The SCV's starting to fall here at the front. And that Nexus cannon tanking a lot here. Stalkers blink forward. Maru's army supply is dropping. His SCVs are gone. His supply is down to 30. And that is going to be game GG. We're going to a game 3.
Hush has done it. I really like what he did with that counter push there in the very beginning. Great mind games. He was showing Maru the same build with the Colossi, the greedy Colossi rushing for them, but then he turned it around. He added 3 more gates, went aggressive, did a lot of damage, put Maru on the back foot, and from there, looked like the game was kind of in Hush's control. There were a couple of moments where Maru, I feel like, tried to go a little bit too over-aggressive and lost a lot of units trying to take out those Nexi, but
I actually would have rather seen him at that third base fight, try to fight the army instead of the Nexus.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
It was a bit greedy to think he was just going to get that and escape. And that cost him way too many units. As I thought, maybe he didn't realize his upgrades were so far ahead. Maybe he just wasn't constantly checking there. Maybe he thought that he was about to lose that advantage or something, because if you fight with 2-1 against 0-0 units and it's mostly Marauders versus mostly Stalkers, and you get tight against the Zealots as well as Maru can, I just felt like that was the play there, you know? Just with all those upgrades he has, take that advantage, not try to fight the Nexus where your opponent's getting free shots. Because if your Marauders are not shooting, Stalkers also do bonus damage to Marauders, and they're going to make quick work of those while you're not fighting them.
Yeah. Zealots up in the front as well. If you're not kiting, they're going to do a lot of damage. They have 2 swords. They will chop you down.
They will chop you, man. They will cut you, the Zealots.
They're going to shank you, man.
They're going to shank you, the Zealots, man.
Don't give them any time,
you, man.
Don't stand still. You got to run away.
I'm going to poke you twice.
I mean, even if he wasn't going to fight against that army, maybe just split up the army that he had. He had a lot of Marauders, maybe drop some in the main, maybe go towards the natural, try to snipe a Colossi that's popping out.
Yeah, he looks like he got a little bit of tunnel vision there.
Yeah.
All right, guys, it's time for our final game here in our first best of 3.